game. Looks good. So that's why I'm playing it. Oh, we're actually playing the game.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Whoa, this, oh my god, this game is actually good. Do I see my, oh, I do see my legs.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
But I have the cast on the other arm. Interesting.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Oh no, it's not.
Maybe she thought I'd know.
It's not
or
cast, it's a
she
glove.
thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
What's down here? There's a lot. I can go down here. I'm so confused. Oh, what's that? Missing. Take off the crown.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
It's just gonna be sad. So I'm not ready for sad
The woods around the
stories.
house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something but never do.
Is it gonna be horror or is it gonna be sad? Because I can't play sad games. Oh, it's the same kid. No, the same kid. Basketball.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Why is there so many missing posters?
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Oh, it's absolutely terrifying.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Wow.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
That's not creepy at all. This is good stuff. Do we have to find like a side door? Alright. Guide. Let's open the garage door. Shed. There's a cat foot. Use the cat foot. Yes!
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
This game is beautiful. Absolutely majestic. I don't think it's gonna have
The power had been turned
power
off the
yet.
night we left.
As
For
I
the
thought.
first time in years, I felt like I was home.
How many tuna cans do you need? Gee whiz, that's insane.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Eddie.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Interesting. There is a disabled character in this.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
That sounds interesting. Calvin.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Oh God, Calvin. He was 11 when he died? Jeez. He was 29. He was 9. No, he was, yeah, that person was old.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Interesting. This is like gonna be scary and sad at the same time. Who's this? 10. This
Molly
is
always
a bunch
seemed
of
like a
dead
girl I could
kids.
imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Oh my God.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Huh?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
What?
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh, yeah, if your mom's scared, I think
Reading
you would be
this,
scared.
maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Okay, going into a dead kid's room. Good, cool.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
So that's her.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here, before my mom sealed the doors.
She really likes cats, so she would probably be a furry if she was still alive.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Oh.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, that's rank. You're disgusting. Dead kid.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
I want something to eat, woman.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Yeah. When was it Halloween? What time did... What month is it? Oh, can we eat the berries?
I ate a lot of things that night.
Chow down. Down the gullet.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, that is... No, kid. Oh. Oh, God. Oh. That's not cool, kid.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Molly,
It was a
you are
barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Oh, this is why you died. This is death.
And suddenly,
What the?
I was a cat.
Heh. What?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Okay, down here. Which way do we go? Up here? This way? Meow. There. And up here. Over here. I am... Die, cat. Die, bird.
I jumped and I almost got her.
This kid, she's gone insane.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Don't run away from me.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Oh, the parkour hardcore.
I gobbled her up.
What
And
the?
suddenly, I was an owl.
What?
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Where's the nibbling? Where's the target? Where are they?
Rabbits.
Where you see rabbits? Rabbits? Ah, rabbits. Okay, this is gonna be hard. Where are the rabbits? Rabbits. Got ya! You little
I
texture.
imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Oh!
I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
Yeah.
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Where are something bigger? Are we gonna eat a human next? Oh,
A mama rabbit.
no. A mama. Aha, mama. Kaka, kaka.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? What? What's going on? Oh. Come on. Get. Come on, man. Get into the...
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
How do I go down? Oh, there. Go down. Aha! Hello, fish.
I wanted
Oh, no, that's a seal.
fat, juicy seals.
This is like so disorienting. Come on, seal. You can't run away forever. Oh, you are a sneaky seal. Get back here. Boy! You better go back. Oh, there you go.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted
How'd you-
really good.
How did you...
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Whoa. Am I the Kraken? Where should I go? Under the car? This way? Oh, this is iron. Oh.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh, you gonna eat some people? Oh, there you are!
But I moved real quiet.
Come here, boy. Eat him, boy. I don't know how he's not food.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Okay, the captain? Yeah, we are. Again. Shit. Oh my god. This is so weird. Here, boy.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I saw something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Why do you sound so happy when you cannibalize people?
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
This is fine. This is swell. Oh, what you mean? Oh, we are in the sewers. We are outside the sewers. Wait a minute. Hold the phones. Do I have to? We're at home.
I got closer and closer.
This is her room. Did she eat herself? What? This doesn't make sense.
All my stomach started growling.
Just hide under here and then...
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
What the... Ah, yes. What the... That's... What? Ah, yes. My sister. She got eaten by the Kraken.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
She was eaten by the Kraken. Yes. That's what happened, totally.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
What? Okay.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Aye. Probably blood. That story was interesting. Open the door? No. No, this door. What do I do? Do I look under the bed? Under the bed? No. What do I do then? What do I do? Can I crouch? What do I... Oh, there we go. Cat. Sneaky little bastard.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
Yeah,
Though,
because you're...
when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum.
Odin. Okay. This is it.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Yeah, I could tell.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
What?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Interesting. Ode.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Interesting. Like a... No, I can't look that. Is she the one in the wheelchair? No. So can I pick up? No.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Interesting. Built 1937.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Wait, he... Oh, geez.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh, this is a serial killer's domain.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
This is some
It was a
creepy
pretty
stuff.
big trace.
This is some... Yeah. Okay. This is fine. Everything
There's
is...
a secret in this bathroom.
Okay.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
What? What? I'm the war.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Interesting. What? There's like secret passageways to everyone's room. That's actually sick. Oh, that would be so cool to have. Jump. Well, you're not here to have fun.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
I can see why.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Fitch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Friends.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
I'm ready to fly.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
Oh my god.
Then maybe he'd still be here.
Oh dear.
But I doubt it.
I'm getting anxious.
I think he'd already made up his mind.
You're so sweet.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh my lord. Off he goes. Come on.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh dear. No way he flew.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Yeah, with a tiny...
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Is this a secret passage? Again? Oh. That's so cool. It's really cool. It's painted. What? Well, that's Halloween. I love
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
We're not going out there yet. We're going to go over here. Let's see. What?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Child stars always like... Are these the same people who made Duck season? Because there's the goddamn claw.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
That's interesting.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
She's gonna die.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
That's a mouse. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my goodness, it's the Halloween theme.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh, we're gonna fight. Let's go, ball. Let's go.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Come on, boys. Cha! Uja! Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready to fight.
The old Fitch rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Bang!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then
Yeah, that's
act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
Oh, that's
She threw
that's
him
mean.
out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there?
Oh, he's dead.
Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Here comes the theme song again. Let's beat up some cookies. Don't scare me. I'm too strong. I'm gonna win this. We're gonna win this.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished,
Yeah.
but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Let's go, boys! Let's fight!
And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Let's go. I'm ready to fight some little boy. This way? No, can't. This way?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Let's go, boys! Kill him!
He wasn't moving.
We win these!
But she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Let's get him. Let's beat the living. He's not gonna be alive anymore. He's gone. Okay, Michael Myers, where are ya?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Don't. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. If you open the door, you're gonna die. It's gonna be your boyfriend.
She heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
What? Who's behind you?
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Just oh dear?
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Is she dead?
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans.
Yep.
Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her.
An eye?
Her ear.
Oh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Oh. Genius. Yo, he's... Well played, sir.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
That's probably gonna be it, just, for today. We'll probably play more of this later. And I'll see you all later.